Once upon a time, in a dense forest full of towering trees and hidden trails, lived two best friends, Leo the lion and Finn the fox. They had known each other since they were cubs, and everyone in the forest admired their unbreakable bond. No matter what challenges came their way, they always faced them together. One day, Leo and Finn heard about a hidden treasure deep in the heart of the forest, located in the Cave of Echoes, a place said to test friendships with its mysteries. Curiosity sparked, and they decided to embark on the adventure together. However, an old owl, the wisest creature in the forest, warned them, "Many have gone, but few return. The cave reveals the truth of the heart." As they ventured deeper into the woods, the first trial appeared, a fork in the road. One path was filled with light and laughter, while the other was dark and ominous. Leo, being brave, insisted they take the dark path. Finn, cautious and calculating, argued they should choose the safer, lighter one. Tension built between them. Should they split up or trust each other? After a heated debate, Leo convinced Finn to follow him into the darkness. As they walked, shadows crept up behind them, and strange whispers filled the air. Finn could feel doubt gnawing at him. Was Leo making a mistake? But out of loyalty, he followed. As they entered the cave, they were met by an eerie silence. Suddenly, an echo filled the chamber. "One of you hides a secret from the other." Both stopped in their tracks. The echo repeated, louder this time, bouncing off the walls. Finn's heart pounded. He had never told Leo about a past mistake he made, a secret he feared would end their friendship. Sweat dripped from Finn's brow as the echo continued, amplifying his guilt. Leo noticed his friend's sudden discomfort and asked, "Finn, is there something you're not telling me?" A choice stood before Finn: either confess his secret or lie and move forward. Finn decided to be brave and told Leo about the time he had accidentally destroyed one of Leo's prized hunting tools and never admitted it. Leo stood silent, his eyes narrowed. But then Leo smiled. "You should have told me earlier. It's just a tool. Our friendship means more than that." The further they ventured, the more treacherous the cave became. They reached a chasm with a thin bridge connecting one side to the other. Only one could cross at a time. Finn, who was lighter and more agile, suggested he go first, but Leo's pride wouldn't allow it. He insisted he was the stronger one and should lead. As Leo stepped onto the narrow bridge, a strong gust of wind suddenly howled through the cave, shaking the bridge violently. Finn shouted for Leo to step back, but Leo's pride kept him going. Halfway across, the wind became so fierce that Leo almost slipped into the abyss below. At that moment, he realized his pride had clouded his judgment. He backed off the bridge and let Finn lead, trusting in his friend's ability. At last, they reached the treasure chamber. A golden chest sat in the center, glowing softly. As they approached, a deep voice rumbled, "The treasure belongs only to the one who sacrifices for the other." Leo and Finn stared at each other. Was this a test of their loyalty or a test of their greed? The treasure would be enough to make any one of them the wealthiest creature in the forest. But to claim it, one would have to give it up for the other. After a long pause, Finn spoke. "Leo, you've always been like a brother to me. You take the treasure." But Leo shook his head. "No, Finn, you deserve it more." Suddenly the treasure chest began to split in two. The voice spoke again. "Because you were willing to sacrifice for each other, you both shall share the reward." As they opened the chest, they didn't find gold or jewels. Instead, they found a simple scroll that read, "True friendship is the greatest treasure of all." With that, the cave began to crumble around them, but they escaped, not with material wealth, but with their bond stronger than ever.